Good evening and salutations, my YNR fans. My oh my, a standalone episode that was actually good. Only part that was annoying, the only part that was annoying was Tracy. Jesus Christ. Listen, I get it, that's your sister and you want to be protective, but there's protective and then there's times when you simply need to shut the up. Now, throughout this whole episode, she is trying to remember everything that happened. Um, some of the stuff she gets hypnotized, as far as meeting up with Martin, talking about a painting that he wanted her to look at, and taking her back to Alan's place. So they go there, right? And a couple of times Tracy voices her concern. You're tired, you need to sleep. Oh, there's one point even Alan is like, hey, listen, you need to sit there and sleep. You're exhausted. Your alters could sit there and take over at any point in time, regardless, and especially when you're tired. But she wants to keep going. So you go back to the apartment, and she remembers a little bit more, and she talks with Martin. She talks with Alan, and her conversation leads to another incident. Well, this is when she calls Tucker, right? At some point she talks to Tucker, and Tucker's like, hey, listen, I ran across your friend. He didn't even recognize me. So you talk, and Tucker's like, do you want me to sit there and help? And Ashley's like, listen, you didn't talk to Alan. You talked to someone else. You talked to his brother. But I'm good. You're concentrating on your business, and just do you. There's one point where Tracy's like, oh, did he follow you? And I'm like, Tracy, Ashley is not the center of everyone's universe, okay? He is a businessman. There's a possibility that he did go to Paris for business. Calm yourself. Anyway, they get to the second memory, and Martin wants to sit there. Martin keeps trying to push this argument. Push this argument between Tucker and Ashley like something extra happened that it didn't. And, they're talking, and he's like, he really got mad at you. He really, like, broke a glass, and, his rage and anger and everything like that. And, in the memory, Ashley's like, no, that's not what happened. But no. You need to sit there and change the narrative. You need to sit there and show him that you're strong and everything like that. He starts to creepily move his hand, around her, like, he's getting really close and everything. And I don't know if he's trying to hypnotize her or something. I have no idea what he's doing. But he gets to a point where he's about to kiss her, and then he comes out the trance. Now, there's a couple of times throughout this episode where it's like the alters are coming in and be like, hey, listen, you can't do this. Let me come over. Let me protect you. And, Alan's like, just fight him off. Just fight him off or whatever. So they, she does it both times. And, Tracy goes in there and makes some coffee or whatever. And then she gets out of the last trance. She's like, I remember exactly what went up happening. And that's when Alan's like, see, I knew it. But then he starts acting weird. He's like, my brother is always since you're trying to have this God complex, like he knows the best or whatever. But I knew. I cracked the code and everything. And right there when his demeanor changed, it was like, that's not Alan at this point, right? This what? And yeah, she's like, yeah, he was like, you're Martin. He was like, yeah. And then he grabs her and so this way she wouldn't scream and everything. And I was like, that was a good twist. Calls him a sociopath, but he is able to somehow, which is really odd. It's like he's able to sit there and hypnotize people, and that's something that you need a genuine long time of training. That's not something you just pick up. So how he was able to get in her head, and you know, he even shows he's able to sit there and hypnotize people and everything like that. It's like this this ain't making a lot of sense. It's not. Here's the thing. It's not to sit there and say it can be done, right? But it's something you usually have to go to school for and really learn how to do. The fact that he's able to pick it up like that is insane. But it does explain why these altars are there and so that they're protecting her. It wasn't towards Tucker or anything like that. Um, it was towards Martin. But yeah, not gonna lie, it was, and here's the thing. I think it was also needed because they had to really find a way to move this storyline along, and you couldn't. I think it would have took much longer if this episode had her and other people in it. Normally, I'm not a fan of standalone episodes, but this does pertain to. Well, this does actually pertain to the story, so it's not really a standalone episode. All in all, it was actually pretty good. So, yeah. I felt like I missed some stuff here and there, but that was the general episode idea of the episode anyway. But yeah, watch it yourself. Better yet, also come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and the Beautiful, and Young and the Restless. And with that being said, I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next video.